just ran into Adventures Where We Find It, and they have a cool page on Instagram covering their travels, and talked to them for a while. And they gave us the rest of the windshield wiper fluid, so we're just gonna fill that up. It's super nice of them. And then hit the road. So go ahead and look them up on Instagram. Really, really nice people. Right over there. Dang.
I'm gonna start cleaning up.
Power steering thing was. Well, happy 4th of July, everybody. We are leaving the Walmart Resort and headed somewhere that I have not been in a really long time, so I'm super excited. Walmart was nice last night, you know, surrounded by motorhomes and different types of all kinds of different types of RVs and vehicles. Check that one out. It's pretty cool. And the great thing is people, ooh, stop. Huh? What?
Since you could say more than
Figured you looked great before we pull out. But anyway, people from all over the world are here for sure. And it's interesting that we just drove past somebody and they have their lawn chairs out, slides out, generators going. I'm gonna stop filming so Jimmy can focus. We found a free dump station here at Sourdough Fuel, so we're dumping and filling up on our water and dumping the cassette tank as well. This place wasn't on the iOverlander app, and Jim just sort of discovered it along the way. So I think he's gonna pin it on iOverlander and make sure that people who come here in the future also know that it's a free place to dump and fill up. One of the great things that I'm enjoying about this part of our adventure is, you know, I had to leave for a little while and go to work and come back, and I came back during the middle of his trip. And while he was alone for those, I think it was almost 2 weeks, I think at this point, while he was alone during that time, he became very, very good about creating a routine and you know, getting up in the morning and making his breakfast, cleaning, washing the dishes, cleaning out the inside, wiping it down. So it's been nice to just sort of sit back and relax while he's starting to take care of those things. It's been a good day. That he's fallen into his groove. I'm just along for the ride this time. Can't say that I'm not loving it. I think we're gonna put a little air in the tires and keep going. But you know, I did my good deed. I washed his pants in the river yesterday. They were getting pretty dirty. No, it's been nice. So I like having a little break every now and then. You know, waking up and having him hand me my coffee and cooking up sausage and eggs for me. I was still laying in bed. I wanted to sleep in, and he just took care of all that. Very, very thankful for that. Usually we have our routine. If you haven't been watching our other videos and you're just now joining us, you'll find that I usually take care of the inside and he takes care of the outside. And you know, I know some people were like, you know, Jim needs to help you make that bed, or Jim needs to do this, or we divide our chores very well. You know, I'm definitely not one of those people that will do everything. And the fact that he was willing to do everything for me the past couple of days has just been a breath of fresh air. Will it stay that way? Probably not. I probably wouldn't want it to either. I want to pitch in my half and keep it the way it used to be as well. But it's nice to sit back and relax and have a little vacation of my own before I have to go back to work as well. So, you know, many of you are wondering why I pop in and out of these videos, but you have to keep in mind that a lot of the times, especially when we do the specialized little videos, like our campfire question and answers, or, you know, when we did the shower video, and when we were talking about the heating system in here, those tend to be more in real time. Our videos do lag behind by a couple of weeks. I think at this point our videos that we're releasing are behind by about a month. So when you see me pop in, you know, the time frame is a little bit different. You know, I do leave for work. No, we didn't get into a fight, and I didn't take off, as, you know, as interesting as that story could possibly be. That doesn't happen with us. In fact, if anything, these adventures have brought us together and made us closer. And the other thing is a lot of the times there's things that we're not going to show you. You know, in our delivery day video, if you haven't watched our delivery day video, it starts with us at the airport and getting ready to go pick up our van in Eugene. And when we got to the airport, the one thing that we probably made a mistake in this during the editing process is I said that we were rushing to the airport, and tip number 1 in traveling is to make sure you give yourself enough time to get to the airport. Well, I had gotten off of work at 10:30 that night. Our flight was to depart at 12:30. So I went home and I thought that I had everything packed, and our daughter came to pick us up, and we left the house, and then we realized that we didn't have the purchase paperwork for the van to go pick it up. So that created sort of this a little bit of drama between the two of us, because we weren't sure like who had the paperwork last, etc. So we had to go back to the house, get the paperwork, and spend some time searching for it, actually. And so by the time we were actually dropped off at the airport by our daughter, we were running behind, and it seemed like we were strolling. And what made us make the flight and have the beer that everybody keeps commenting on, it was right outside the gate. So we made it through security. There was absolutely nobody in line at security. And then right outside the gate, as the plane was boarding, we enjoyed a beer, and we decided, you know what, we're gonna make this a vacation. We're just not gonna bicker about paperwork. We're gonna slow down. So it's great that you guys pay attention to those details, but I can guarantee you I would not say that we were rushing to the airport or give you any tips about traveling if it wasn't happening. We are not going to create drama for YouTube, and that's something that we decided between ourselves. We're not going to be those people that do that. So thanks for contributing to the algorithm by giving us your comments and noticing stuff like that, and I'm really surprised by that. And we'll be more careful in our editing, but just keep in mind there is stuff that we do leave out, and if I say it, it's definitely happening. I'm not gonna make stuff up for you. So yeah, it's been great. I'm happy that I was able to fly here and join him and work our way back to Anchorage. So not quite sure what's in store for us the next 2 days, but I'm sure it'll be a ton of fun. Whoa. Wow.
Park behind the van would be nice.
Well, that was nice if we found parking just for us. So we're walking up to the entrance here of Pioneer Park, and when I was growing up it was always called Alaska Land, and to me, in my heart, this place is still called Alaska Land. Not quite sure why they changed the name, but I like it how it used to be, but let's go see. What's this?
Alaska, the last frontier.
To the blue, Alaska's flag, may it be Brilliant stars in the northern sky, the bears are dapper and shining high.
What do you think about riding the train? No?
Too long.
Yeah, really long line. Lots and lots of people here today.
Yeah, they were like, you know, they said that it usually takes about a year for anyone to really.
I think we'd be standing in line for like 2 hours.
Yeah, agreed.
Freight train.
If you are coming to Alaska, or even if you live in Alaska, Fairbanks is a great place to visit, and there is a lot to do. Don't underestimate Pioneer Park because the history here is amazing. We got to see the first house that a female owned in Alaska. We saw the Wickersham house, and we also got to follow in the footsteps of President Harding by going onto his rail car, which has an incredible amount of history there as well. So, you know, oftentimes I get people to ask me, what is Pioneer Park? Is it an amusement park? Is it a theme park? It's basically a park built on history. Be sure that you ride the little train. They have mini golf here and go in and out of the houses because it's absolutely worth it. Thanks for joining us here. Well, now the plan is to head out of town and just drive for a few hours and find a spot to just sit and relax and enjoy the rest of our 4th of July. As always, no idea where we're gonna go, but I bet you it's gonna be somewhere beautiful. Did you like it?
Yep, it was kind of cool to see. I haven't been here since I was a kid, so I enjoyed it.
It's definitely different to see as an adult. You know, as many times as I came here as a kid, which was a lot, I never really considered the amount of history that is in there. You know, as a kid, it's houses and a playground and a place to just go have fun, and to come back 20 years later, okay, maybe it's been a little bit more than 20 years. It was nice just to absorb all that history and see it again. Very heartwarming. Wow, they're doing some work out here. So this is a really historical spot. Skinny Dick's halfway in. It's quite the van.
We have to stop here every time we come by.
Yes. This place has been around for as long as I can remember, and I remember driving by as a kid and laughing at the name of it. The original owner passed away probably, I don't know, I would say it's been about 15 years, and then it kind of started to fade away a little bit and people wouldn't stop here. It looks like they're doing some work to rebuild it, so I want to go inside and talk to them a little bit and see what's going on. But it was a cool place to stop between Anchorage and Fairbanks, and they have rooms for rent, etc. There's as you'll see, there is a little gift shop inside, which has all kinds of cool little knickknacks, and if you're easily offended, it's not the place to come. And let me show you why. There's also a really cool bar here, but check this out. I think it's funny that it says to enter at your own risk. It's cute. I do. I have a $20 bill. Hi. How are you today?
Good, how are you guys?
Good.
That wall back there is Skinny and Mabel. They're the one that made this place, but they died 10 years ago. And he was a Heinz 57 and she was a little Escalade.
Nice. So I see you guys are doing some work out there.
Yeah, we're racing the parking lot so you don't have to do stairs.
Nice.
But we're not getting rid of the stairs because my locals don't want us to. So we're going to keep the stairs for the ones that want to do them.
Piece of history.
Yeah. Do you see my cornhole games? Guys at Clear Air Force Base meeting for me. They're Skinny's asshole.
Well, that's a cornhole game. I love that.
Well, you're going to take Roddy.
So there he is.
Yeah.
So this is the wall of Skinny who created this place.
Oh, did they show up? Yeah. Good.
Definitely had a great sense of humor.
Huh? She quit her job.
I'm half tempted to get a sweatshirt here too. It's funny, I come here and I look at all this cool little stuff and then I regret not getting it.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
You have fun?
No.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't.
You didn't have fun with your sister?
Oh, I had fun with her. It was just.
So how was the nana, the little game?
When we got there, it was almost halfway done.
Yeah.
There we go, we've been looking for a Fairbanks sticker. That is awesome.
That's our sticker.
Yep, look at that.
The pizza place down there?
Honey Jack, that
I love that. So true.
You're contributing to my delinquency and I love you for it.
Well, don't worry. I can take care of this.
Push come to shove, I know where my room is.
Yeah. We need to.
I'm gonna go hit my cigarette now.
Hey, why don't you go have a cigarette?
I'll be back.
Thank you very much.
A fanny pack. That's awesome. So we had a great time here at Skinny Dick's Halfway Inn, and if you want to come and just hang out with local people and know the history behind this so much fun spot, right? It's an amazing spot. So I bought a few things while I was in there because I wanted to support their business, and along with the good company, and we had one beer while we were there, but I got Jim a surprise for later, but I'm not going to show you that yet. You're going to have to wait because it's a really cool surprise. She gave us this towel, and I'm going to show it to you. I think you'll like it. And she said it's my towel, not his. Okay, so ready? Ready for this? Okay, so much fun here. If you're headed to Fairbanks or if you're headed away from Fairbanks, you have to stop here and have some fun. That is so cool, you guys. And one of the reasons why this is so cool to us is because, you know, I used to stop here as a kid with my parents, or we'd drive by here, and I never really understood what it meant. One of those many, many things that you just don't get the humor. And Jim and I decide that every time we go by here, we're going to stop in and say hi to these guys. Definitely worth it.